there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another Tuesday, which means it's time for another Nozz Watches Shield Hero. Oh boy. In the last episode, Raftalia is now a protagonist. Teams are being scrambled. And while I feel better about this season than I did during the Turtle arc, I'm still a little. But I'm hoping that they manage to turn this around, because Raftalia becoming a vassal hero is a pretty good idea. But her being a vassal hero of a world that's diametrically opposed to hers seems like it's gonna go not great. But let's get in here and let's see how they sort this, shall we? In 3, 2, 1, and go! Philo, you could fly anyway. Like, couldn't she fly anyway before? I swear she could. She's out here like a fucking shrine maiden. You have been replaced! You have been replaced. Get fucked. The Emperor Dragon. Oh my god, she's just been here this entire time, just... God, I imagine that she's probably, like, a little bit under-leveled for the waves, huh? Because, like, they're, like, on what, like, wave 3? They're, like, on wave 3, and she's, like... Oh, please. Please let him just take a step forward and just explode. Please. Honestly, seems just kind of like a rough day in general for that boy, huh? Oh! Instant on that boy! Holy shit! Man, Kyo, you really need to get better hiring practices, my god. I'm gonna be honest, Kyo is just not that interesting of a villain, but oh well. Like his whole character is, oh, I'm just a prick, I'm here to make this isekai shit work for me, and also I'm insane. Like, I don't know, like, he's not the most interesting villain, I'll say that. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey. Like, I'm honestly, like, I'm... So, okay, so there's a concept, right, that I wanna run by y'all, right? So, there's a really big issue when you introduce multiple worlds to a show, or to, like, a media, to anything, and it's that stakes go down. Stakes go down. And the way that isekais usually get around that is, well, you're stuck in this world. Until the thing that is threatening this world is gone, you're stuck here. Or you're stuck here, period, anyway, and there's no way to leave because it's a one-way ticket, right? Adding in the ability to jump worlds, basically at will, and I understand that this is a very special, like, circumstance here, but the world we have stakes for, and the world that we actually give a shit about, we have not been in for, like, most of this fucking season so far, you know what I mean? So it's like, oh man, this world's in trouble. Oh man, look at all these people that are diametrically opposed to the world we actually give a shit about. Oh jeez. Like, you know, don't like I don't care about this weeb world. I really don't. I don't care about Glass. I don't care about Lark. I don't care about the uh fucking like moon rabbit over there. I don't give a shit, right? And I feel like they're not really doing anything to make me give a shit. It's something that's very hard to do because we've already like established that like, hey, here's this world that we care about. Here's the world that they're fighting. We're gonna spend all our time here. It's like, okay, well, I don't care about anyone in here. What the fuck? What the fuck, my guy? We were committing genocide. Yeah, see, she's like they're just because you fucking recognize that point doesn't mean just because you acknowledge the point doesn't mean that like you're absolved of the ugh. Probably because he fucking does. Yep, there it is. Why didn't you tell me that my friends were all assholes that were trying to commit literal genocide? I feel like getting like, I mean, Kizuna is honestly like the only part of this world that I'm actually like, oh man, I kind of like her. I think she's fun. But one character does not fix the issue, right? Like when you add in the ability to jump worlds, like you kind of have the issue of like, okay, well, why not just take everybody from one world and just move them to the other at that point, you know? Like, I understand, right, that it's limited. The only reason Nafumi's able to do it is because of, like, the intervention of a literal god entity, but the fact that it's possible, you know what I mean? The fact that it's possible already weakens the stakes just a tiny bit. Ah, my man's just brewing up a big whole batch of G Fuel, I see. Oh my fucking... Kyo just put him in a... What the fuck? Just put him in the G Fuel tank, he'll be fine. Cool, now he's gonna turn those women into monsters. You know, like, Kyo is not that interesting of a villain either. He's just a nerd. Like, he was enjoyable during the Turtle arc, but now it's just like, well, bruh, like, the story is literally bending over backwards to give him power and gravitas that he hasn't earned. Bruh. But he likes calling you lad. Me and the lads out about to do a war crime. How long has she been... How long has she been in... Has she been in the labyrinth? Holy shit. Also, I guess we found the alternate universe grandpa. Jesus Christ. Um, like I have massive complaints about this world, you know? But whatever. She's not even gonna question the fucking Filolial Kigurumi? Alright then. It's really not. It's really not. First off, the blacksmith didn't have fat fucking tits. Okay then. You attacked them, you dumb cunt! Oh my god. God, it's like darkness, but less horny and more stupid. Damn, I can't believe Philo got turned into a fucking support class. Why did she try it? Kizuna, why did you try it? You know your weapon doesn't work on people, what the fuck? Imagine, like, Raftalia just fucking kills her with the exact same thing she killed... the fucking weeb with. The weeb nerd. Well then! Well then, I don't like the fucking eyeball in the sword. This bitch out here using Soul Edge, holy shit. Also, if the king having a vassal weapon is, like, kinda weird. Shouldn't the king have a cardinal weapon? What the fuck? Hey, used his actual name. Let's go. Let's go. Character development. That was probably the worst animated fuck. Holy shit. They're really taking some shortcuts on the animation here, huh? Soul Edge! Like that's just Soul Edge, my guy. Holy shit. Fucking Jesus Christ. Like, Hyo isn't even that interesting of a villain. He's arguably the least interesting villain we've ever had. Well, that's just unfortunate. She's become the sword now. Oh shit, oh fuck. Why did it explode? Why did the sword explode? What the fuck? They knocked it into the air and then it exploded of its own volition. What the fuck? That was just a visual mess of a fight. Like, actually. Like, that was an actual just visual fucking mess. Holy fuck. Wow. Wow. she's literally been in a fucking hole for like the last decade. She... Why do you... Why do you assume she knows anything? She's a fucking fangirl that Kyo's you. This is fucking dumb, my guy. Holy shit. He just wants to grow in power. Of course he's going to say that he wants to defeat the waves, but he's explicitly said that his goal is to gain power for his own fucking benefit. My god. Also, killing Ost. We didn't actually see Ost die, and didn't she say specifically that she could hold on for long enough to fucking keep shit at bay? Didn't Ost literally say, like, oh yeah, no, I'm not dying yet. Give me a minute. Like, yeah, she might die eventually by the time you get home, but, like, she's probably still fine, my guy. I don't know. Maybe it's just something that just got lost in the time, but fuck it. You know what? I don't give a shit about Ost. I don't give a shit about the turtle. I barely give a shit about this. My god. Can't wait till this bitch just pulls a knife on Kazuna, because Kazuna can't do anything! Kazuna cannot do anything! Oh my god. Oh boy, I can't wait for her to immediately have her opinion changed. Tell me about how you want to ride his fucking dick. Yeah, look at that nerd. Look at that nerd reading in the corner. What a fucking nerd. How did he know about the waves? What the fuck? How did Kyo know about the waves? Like, like, aren't the waves like a relatively new thing for this world? Like, what the fuck? And she's just immediately changed. Wow. All it took was a cup of tea and she immediately fucking flipped. My god. Jesus Christ. Like, she just she clearly didn't fucking, like, have that much loyalty if she's, like, this close to flipping basically immediately. Like, holy shit. Oh man, my enemies are being nice to me when they need information from me. Clearly, I'm on the wrong side. Like, Jesus Christ. Holy shit. Immediate, what the fuck? Of course, this is gonna be an issue when they go back home, and it's just not gonna work anyway. Alright, time to go back to Raftalia's world. Oh no, none of my armor fucking works anymore again. Oh no, she's wearing a fucking kigu that looks like her rig. Oh my god. Oh, I mean, hey. I mean, hey, when you've got like the entirety of the taxpayers to fucking lean on, I mean, I guess it works. Has it gone? Oh no, it's speeding up! Ah, oh, shit! Oh, fuck! Ah, yes, sounds like a very, very stable individual, this man. Holy shit. Did he just summon all the waves at once? Oh. Oh, Oh, but now, because now Fumi is no- Oh, shit. Because now Fumi doesn't count as a hero here, he doesn't get teleported. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Wow, he was lying to you. Amazing. Jesus Christ. Did Raftalia get teleported too, or not? Because it would make sense if she was, because, vassal hero. Okay, so I guess that shows that the wave teleportation thing is something that is specific to that world's that world's cardinal weapons. That is actually pretty interesting, because that means that now Fumi, right now, he's freed of responsibility. So long as he's not in the home world, he does not have to give a fuck about the waves, which is actually a pretty interesting little tidbit. He's not bound the same way he would be in the other world. So that's fun. Uh God. I'm honestly I'm just waiting for I'm waiting for this arc to be done. I'm really, really hoping that like once this fucking season is done, like we can just start again, season 3, and go back to the shit that made the first season so fucking good. Because goddamn, every like every good thing I have for this season, there's like a bad thing that fucking like balances it out, you know? And that sucks. And that fucking sucks. Because I love the characters. I love Naofumi, I love Raftalia, I love Philo, I love all these fucking characters. But it's like they're guesting on another show that I don't care about, you know what I mean? Like shit. It's like, ah yes, here's our spin-off show. Like actually, like okay. Okay, so you know what this feels like? You guys know in the Book of Boba Fett when the Mandalorian Din Djarin shows up, and it's like, oh hey, here's Din Djarin. Din Djarin's here to help out Boba Fett. Oh boy, cross promotion between the Mandalorian and Book of Boba Fett. Oh geez, oh fuck. Imagine if instead of being in like the latter half of the Boba Fett show, and Boba Fett still being the fucking main focus of the show. Imagine if it had been during like another season of Mando, right? Like fucking season 3 of The Mandalorian. There's just like a massive fucking chunk of it that's just like, hey, Jin's helping out Boba Fett, and Boba Fett is the main thrust of this entire fucking story. Like, you know? Like there was like 2 episodes in there where it was like, okay, well we're gonna focus almost entirely on Mando and see how Mando and Baby Yoda are doing. But like that was but like the majority of the series was still Boba Fett and Boba Fett alone, and the Mando stuff was almost entirely like just to kind of see like, hey, what's Jin doing? How's Jin showing up? Um it's like here it's just like, all right, now Fumi's going on a vacation to a spin-off show that's ever so slightly similar but has nothing to do with what the fuck's going on. Like it's just absolutely just not great. And I feel like this episode just really just nails that home for me, right? So it's like I don't care. I really don't care. Like there's an issue in media where the moment you introduce easily traversable alternate universes, you start losing stakes really fucking quickly. And there are ways to get the stakes back or to reinforce stakes, but they're not doing it here because I'm gonna say if Kizana's world dies, I don't care. You know? Like if Kizana's world dies, I don't give a shit. Because like none of our main characters are from there. And they've established that traveling between worlds is very, very doable for people with weapons. So they could bomb out Kizana's entire world, but like Lark, Glass, Kizuna, and Therese could all just come to Naofumi's world or Raftalia's world and be totally fine. You know? Or vice versa. Like, fucking, you could just bomb out fucking, now, like, Raftalia's world and just have everybody go to this weird fucking weeb world. And, you know, like, they're trying to save 2 worlds when really they should just be picking one, you know what I mean? Like, shit. It's a little bit of an issue. But like also just like the weeb world is also just not super well done. It's not interesting. It's just like, here's generic feudal Japan. And I understand the Mela remark is like, oh, it's you know, just feudal Europe. But because the Japanese don't have like a fucking deep fucking knowledge of feudal Europe, they had to make shit up. And it's that shit they made up to fill in the gaps. It's interesting, like the fact that it's a matriarchal society, the fact that it's the most technologically backwards of all the worlds, of all the countries, the theocracy versus the matriarchy, like all this other shit, that like the oppression of demi-humans, like all of the side characters we've got to know over season 1 that we've just not fucking seen at all, like this feels like a diversion that has no real bearing, and honestly, it's like they've done nothing to make me feel like I should not treat it as such. You know what I mean? Like it's just generic feudal Japan. Like I don't care, and I don't think they can really make me care because it's not interesting. Like so many more of the characters just feel like cardboard cutouts. And I know, like, I try and be more positive. Like, if I try to say the positives first, but I don't really feel like there was all that much in the way of positives. Like, hooray, the squad's all together. Cool. And now they're apart again at the end. Kyo is not an interesting villain. He's an up-jump nerd who doesn't really have any real fucking gravitas or presence, but the show is bending over backwards to give him it, you know what I mean? Like, it's not working. It feels very, very forced. It's just not all that interesting. the weird soul edge sword could have been pretty interesting, but they got rid of it basically immediately. Like, that seems like a recurring fucking thing. They'll introduce something that's pretty fucking cool, like what looks to be like a false vassal weapon, and then they just fucking destroy it. The sword just explodes for no reason. Okay, cool. Like, it feels like the author did not quite know what to do to progress the story in the main world, so they wrote a spin-off and then put the main character from the main story into the spin-off and went, fuck it, let's go. Like, if this season, right, was... Okay, if this season, like, remove the spirit turtle, if this season was just in this other world, right, just kind of, like, have, like, set this first season up with, like, Naofumi and everyone else kind of, like, doing their thing, maybe have, like, a fight against Glass and Lark and all that, have Naofumi maybe get, like, taken out or have some other thing happen, and have the perspective shift to Lark. Like, have the vassal fuckos from the other from Weeb World, have them be the fucking protagonists of this season. If you don't know how to fucking continue fucking Naofumi's story, then just have the fucking Weeb World heroes be the protagonists of this story. Just say, like, hey, Naofumi's doing some stuff off screen, so we're gonna check in on Weeb World, you know? Or have some sort of, like, it's not that hard. I can't think of anything right now, but it wouldn't be that hard to just give some sort of explanation of, like, hey, we're switching over to a second set of protagonists for this second season. It wouldn't be that fucking hard. If you don't have a fucking story in mind for your main character, don't slot them into another fucking story and hope that it fucking works, you know what I mean? Like, holy shit. And if the intent is to make this all fucking link up, then holy shit, you've got a hell of a fucking job ahead of you, because you got to link up a really shitty story with a really good one. Like, holy shit. But yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I really just do not like this season going forward. Like here, like there are good parts. Like it is. Like, the worst part is it's not awful. It's not Arifureta level. Arifureta Season 1, I should specify. It's not Arifureta Season 1 level. Like, we're not at Arifureta Season 2 levels, but we're getting there, you know what I mean? Like, it's... There's no stakes. Character motivations are fucking up and down like a fucking Etch-a-Sketch. The world is bland and feels like more like a backdrop than like an actual fucking living world that's being interacted with. It's just not interesting. Like, every episode of this is just a countdown in my head. It's like, okay, when do we get to go back to Melloremark? Like, holy shit. It's just not... And I really, really hope this doesn't become a recurring thing. It's like, yes, we must go to the other world. Like, yes, you've done Weeb World and you've done Feudal Europe. Now you have to go to World War II World. You must now fight with the M1 Garand hero to fight the evil K98K hero. Like, you know what I mean? Like, shit. It's not the worst it could be, but fuck me, do I wish we were back in Melloremark. Like, you know what I mean? Like, shit. But that's how it be, I guess. Let me know what you guys think of this down there in the comments, whether I'm off base or whether you agree. Let me know down there in the comments. If you want more content from me, then I'm going to be streaming today. I think it's going to be around 3:30, 4 o'clock. I just checked the upper right-hand corner. We're going to be playing Ace Attorney, and that's going to be fun. I'm going to try and get like a decently long stream in. Because I like doing those longer streams, I like hanging out with you guys, but hopefully I will see you guys there. If you want to support the channel monetarily, you don't have to use it through stream elements or via YouTube memberships or whatever. Basically, there's a bunch of shit, you know, just in case you have issues with something, there's some way you can help the channel if you want. That's all linked down there in the description. Tomorrow we'll be back with something. I don't know what it's gonna be. Tomorrow is Wednesday, I think. I don't know what it... I think it's gonna be Comey. I think it's Comey based on the schedule I made, because yesterday was just completely and fucking... But hopefully I'll see you guys there, and hopefully you enjoy it. As always, I am Nozz the Goblin, and I will see you in the next video, but most importantly of all, become a goblin today, and I will see you a rune.